Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. Today we're making burgers. It's summertime here in Switzerland, so it's burger time. And we're making simple ones. It's just cheeseburgers with bacon. But before we have a look at what we have here on the board, do me the favor, support the channel by clicking the subscribe button and checking the bell icon to get notifications when new content comes online. But now let's have a look. So we have our burgers, pure beef burgers. We have some nice bacon, slightly smoky, but very slight. We have some nice Swiss cheese. This is a Gruyère, melts nicely and has a bit of a punch. We have some hamburger dressing, and we have our burger buns. Now we've done the dressing ourselves and the buns ourselves. So let's first have a look at how we did the dressing. For our burger dressing, we need some tomato puree, some mustard, a little bit of vinegar, 2 egg yolks, some salt, and a gherkin, cornichon, whatever you want to call it, pickled cucumber. And we need some neutral oil. Let's get going. First thing we'll do is we'll put the eggs in our mixing container. Put a little bit of tomato puree and a little bit of mustard. Like so. You can always add at the end, if you feel that you need more of something. Our vinegar. We'll put the cucumbers away for now. We'll cut them up and add them at the end. As always, our mixer. And we'll start by just mixing the eggs with what we added to them. And once we've done that, it's time to add the oil. As always, with any kind of mayonnaise or emulsion, very little at the beginning and very slowly, and then we can speed up. Now you can see it's already binding, so now we can add it a bit faster. That's perfect consistency. So now we just need to make sure that we have the taste. We need to add some salt, but let's get it out of this container and clean up a bit, and then we'll get the taste there. So we're ready to add some salt. Now let's start with 2 good pinches. Mix that up nicely. Let's give this a try. Perfect. Just needs the cucumber. And we're not doing anything fancy with the cucumber. You can cut it whichever way you like. I'm kind of going to try to cube it like that. And we add that to our mayonnaise. Let's mix it in and make sure. Last taste check. Let's see how our hamburger dressing is. For me, this is the perfect hamburger dressing. But do it whichever way you like. You can also just, if you really stress, just mix some ketchup and some mayonnaise and add cucumbers to that. But this is really nice. So really simple, but definitely worth it. Make your own burger dressings. And now let's have a look at how we made the burger buns. This is all you need for your sourdough burger buns. It's 500 grams of plain flour, 275 grams of milk. You need 125 grams of sourdough starter. In my case, I'm using Madre yeast, so Lievito Madre. Works just as well. You need some sesame seeds to put on top of the buns. You can use these toasted dark ones or the normal ones. 10 grams of salt. You need 1 egg for the dough and 1 egg to put on top to make them nice and golden brown in the oven. And you need 60 grams of butter. And we'll start by mixing. We've already added our flour. In goes the milk, as well as our Madre yeast. making sure we get everything out. And our eggs, which I just beat with a fork because it's easy when you do it by hand. If you do it in the machine, just put the whole egg in. Now we'll mix all of this together. So all mixed. We'll let it sit now for half an hour, and then we'll add the butter and the salt. Don't forget to cover it so that your dough doesn't dry out. Our dough has rested. Get it out on the workbench. Now it's time to work in the butter. And it's quite easy if it's room temperature. And just kind of work it in like this. We're going to knead it properly as well, but as well as our salt. This will take a while, and it's a good workout, so I'll see you in a bit. So I'm quite happy with where we are with this dough. Now we just need to let it rest for about, we'll see. Depends so much on the heat. But until it is doubled in size at least. Get some tension in it. And then back into the bowl. Cover it. And it needs to double. I can't tell you if it's going to be 1.5, 2.5 hours, but it needs to double. So see you then. So our dough has pretty much doubled in size. Squeeze out any air. Now we're going to portion it. Put it out on the scales. So we have 1,002 grams. Let's leave it at an even 1,000 grams. So let's see, some easy division, 1,000 divided by, we're making 8, 125 grams per bun. $118. Bit too optimistic. 126, that's good enough. And now again, we're gonna shape these. You can also do it like this. That's a bun we want to have. We'll make 8 of those, and then I'll tell you what we need to do next. We have more or less 8 equal buns. We need to let them raise now individually. So we cover this. At the same time, we'll preheat our oven at 190 degrees Celsius. And this should probably take another hour. You don't have to start the oven straight away, but maybe after 40 minutes you can put the oven on to preheat it. So I'll see you in about an hour. So they haven't really doubled in size, but almost, and I don't really have time to wait any longer. This is the second egg with about a teaspoon of water. Make sure you paint everywhere. And now for your sesame. Just spread them as you see fit. Now, due to the effect of my impatience, these buns are not going to be as big as they would normally be. but that doesn't matter in the end. I'm happy with that. Now they go in at 190 degrees for 30 minutes. And then these are done. Again, not rocket science, right? They could have been a bit bigger, but hey, I was running out of time. But now it's time to move out to the grill. So we start with our bacon. I don't want it too hardly. I don't want it grilled too hard. And we put them to the side. The advantage of doing the bacon first is that you get some fat on the griddle. And now for the burgers, I salted and peppered them, put some oil on them. I will salt this side as well. And some pepper. Oh. Turn these bad boys. That's easier with a spatula like this. Now it's time to put on the cheese. And what we'll do now is we'll move them to the side here as well, so that they're not on direct heat. And we'll let them sit there for the cheese to melt and for the burgers to be really nicely medium. And while they're sitting there so nicely, let's put on the bacon. So now we'll just toast our bread quickly. We have our bread, just put it on quickly like that. It goes really quick. That's all you need. Maybe a little bit more on that one. Perfect. We'll close the lid. We're ready to assemble the burger. Now, the bottom first. And on the bottom we put some of our wonderful burger dressing. Don't be stingy, make sure to cover the whole thing. And as you can see, not everything is perfect in life, right? These are too small. So I should have let them go a bit further. But they taste good. And next, a wonderful burger. And now, ketchup of your choice. I'm not making my own. Either you put it here, which I'm going to do. And then you just put that on top and squeeze down nicely so all the juices come out. It's time to stick our teeth into this. Can't eat this with a knife and fork. That's wonderful. It's going to be messy, but it's going to be good. something so simple can be really good if you use the right cheese, the right burger patty, make your own burger sauce, nice bacon, a nice bun. Yeah, the bun could have been bigger, but next time. Simple, perfect summer grill food. I'm gonna wash my hands before I say goodbye to you. Clean. Now you know the drill. If you watched the video, there must have been something you liked about it, so do me the favor, hit that thumbs up button below. And also please support the channel by clicking the subscribe button and checking the bell icon. But that's it for this time. Burgers, done by ourselves mostly, except for the ketchup. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care until next time. Bye bye.